Good evening. Welcome to our webinar. Good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us, for your time. And without further ado, let's start the presentation. I think those of you who are here already know who I am. Therefore, I will not devote time to my introduction. You may read in the slide that I've been in this company for a long time. And today I'd like to talk about NEEW, or digital guarantees. And before I start, I'd like to thank all our partners, as today we started one of the most important projects in our company, and the results are fantastic. And I was so excited to see all those people who joined the project. And I'm talking about Evorich project. And this day was similar to the first birthday of our CRU token. I saw the decrease in the number of packages. You may not see me, apologies, because I may not turn on my camera. Can organizers help me? And here I cannot turn on the camera, but if it is possible, please help me. And now, if I can't turn it on, then I will voice the slides. Okay, what do I want to discuss with you today? I want to discuss digital guarantees, why this project was established, and which problems we may address through this project. First of all, I will talk to those who still don't know what this project is about, where we go, and I will tell you what Evorich network can do to help develop this project in different countries. I will show you some examples, but before that, I will explain to you the promotions we have, and our main promotion will last 100 days. Well, why was NEEW project started? First of all, there was a need in this project because of pandemic. We moved online, we became digital, and NEEW project mission is to replace bank guarantees, because quite often people need to pay for something, either businesses or individuals, and when they have no enough money to make it in one payment, they prefer installments, and generally a vendor or a supplier requests some collaterals, securities, guarantees, and there may be the common goods we use daily, such as laptops, smartphones, etc. Whereas after the pandemic, many people are recognized by the banks as insolvent and not credible, and this way they may not apply for a loan to buy some goods or services. And what is a digital guarantee? A digital guarantee is the guarantee that does not use your property as a collateral, but your tokens. And now we don't study the credit history of a person or his income statement, but we take into account the tokens he possesses, the capital this person has when he participates in our project. And what are the challenges addressed by digital guarantees? It could be very relevant for businesses. Bullet point 2, you see that it applies both to individuals and businesses. So first of all, we mitigate the risk of non-payment, the risk of denial in access to credits, and we try to address a challenge of the shortage or a lack of knowledge with entrepreneurs and individuals about the digital evolution and economy. How does it work? I need installments, and instead of providing my income statement, I give the relevant number of tokens as a collateral. So the tokens I bought before will help me get some goods or services. In case I fail to pay for my installments, my vendor or a supplier will get tokens, and he may sell the tokens to refund the value of the goods I bought. And this way, we enable vendors and suppliers to be confident that the service or the product will be paid, but at the same time, I'm also interested in payment for the service because tokens grow in value, and it would be quite silly to lose these tokens because of not paying my installments. And you see the third bullet point, lack of knowledge with entrepreneurs and individuals. Why do we highlight it as a separate challenge? We are all in a hurry, and we take care of families, of bills to be paid. So we are in a rush, and all this prevents you from enjoying a lot of time. You may not study, and quite often you don't develop, whereas the new world is over the corner, and we already live in digital world. Therefore, NDE prepared all the materials developed by digital technologies, artificial intelligence. So the relevant information on blockchain, tokens, cryptocurrencies, legislation, taxation, and etc. And we developed a series of lectures lasting 20-30 minutes each, and at any time convenient, you may listen to these lectures. And in the end of the course you buy, you pass an exam, a test, and this way you get a possibility to prove that he knows this world, the world of digital technologies, and this way he gets access to our product, digital guarantees. because we want people to be conscious. And here you may see the criteria to meet to take advantage of digital guarantees. First of all, we take into account the history of your token holding. In the traditional world, they may request the information about the years spent in one job. They will ask if your employment contract is term, and we review the possession of tokens over the time of your possession. Also, we take into account the percentage of tokens you plan to provide as a guarantee and the equivalent of this money in cash. And after you come to an agreement with the vendor, by making several clicks, you may enter into a smart contract. And here, what do I want to show you? An important thing, by the way. This is our global investment portfolio. We have several tokens, but the core token is our World CRU token. It means a security token, a digitalized share, which enables us to get bonuses and dividends, and also is a proof of our co-ownership of the global investment portfolio and the projects that are inside, including the payment system, so these are productions of basalt, artificial diamonds, Evorich product, and etc. And this way, we may get a lot of bonuses, and they will help us pay off our installments. And through this system, my lifestyle will be much better, decent, rather than today when I am over-credited, when you take some loans from financial institutions with high interest rates. Our token is on 3 exchanges, third-party exchange, and you know that large investors follow us, and on different digital platforms, there are different articles with the news, and our token is one of the most interesting, and it is already advised on some lead websites on crypto assets. And I'm sure that quite soon our security token will grow in value, and we, as the global investment portfolio, may contribute a lot to its further development. Let's move on. And why is our guarantee active? It's quite simple. Look, on our blockchain, the token may be staked. That is a deposit whereby the token is blocked until you need it for some purposes, for instance, the exchange or conversion. And this way, through staking our tokens, every minute, I'm not saying that every day, so every minute they generate passive income in UNTB technical tokens. And this amount earned through staking in UNTB is distributed among all those people who stake their tokens. And every minute we increase for a number of cents. We increase our assets, our capital. And these tokens are quite liquid. And this way, this small income help us pay back our installments. And since tokens continue growing, and quite soon there will be the time when tokens will not only help us pay off these installments, but it would be the full price, the full monthly payment. And quite soon we may have a lot of people in line to buy our tokens, and the price will skyrocket, and each of us will be the one who may get the income, make advantage of this. And now let's talk about those services you may use through digital guarantees. They are very diverse services. So digital guarantees offered by NEEW project will be synchronized with all our wallets. And on the digital platform, there will be smart contracts to work in different sectors. In the early year, we already had 36 smart contracts, whereas today we have 50 of them on the platform, and by the end of April, 100. So it means that there are 100 standard smart contracts or smart contract templates that may be applied in different sectors. And through digital guarantees, we may pay for our utility bills, rent cars, or rent machines, manufacturing machines. We may rent industrial warehouses. Instead of buying them, we can buy in installment any goods, for instance, smartphones or furniture, anything. And of course, as soon as our community includes companies that accept our guarantees, and the more we have, the more opportunities we will have to enter into and to use digital guarantees, because quite often companies request for a collateral when you want to rent an apartment or a house, but this collateral we provide is frozen for some years, depending on the term of my rental agreement. But imagine that it would be beneficial to do it in tokens, because if we want to buy a house and I provide my tokens as a collateral equal to 100,000, and I need to pay it back in 10 years. After doing so, I will have my house or my apartment, but my collateral in token increased in value. It is not equal to $100,000 anymore, but it is much more than that. Therefore, I have my house and I have the increased assets. I may sell or I may use the same tokens to enter into another, so to use another digital guarantee. But for this purpose, we need to find businesses interested in this project. A bit later, we will come back to it. Next slide, please. And now let's have a look at what digital guarantees offers to all those people who would like to be our partners and benefit from our services. 6 training courses were developed. The first 2 training courses, called License M and A, they are for individuals, whereas the remaining 4, B, C, D, E, are designed for businesses. And all this is needed to understand which project we enter, how it all works, and be more confident about the digital world. We created the instruments that ensure the operation of smart contracts on blockchain signed between individuals and companies. For instance, if I am an individual and would like to rent an apartment and another one is offers it for rental, so then they are smart contracts between individuals. Or you may rent the same apartment from a business, or there could be smart contracts between businesses, financial institutions. There are a lot of options. Let's move on. And now you see the picture of my screen where you can see the main page you will see when you decide to sign a smart contract. So there are 4 stages to take, or 4 steps to take, and the company that is a partner of our project offers its goods or services, and this company is ready to take as a collateral tokenized collateral equal to the amount to be paid by an individual for the goods or services. In the first page, I indicate the product I'd like to buy, and I provide my collateral, one of 4 tokens, and I send the terms and conditions I propose to the vendor, to the supplier, and the vendor or the supplier may accept them by one click or make some adjustments and send his terms and conditions to me. After coming to an agreement, we both click OK, and the smart contract starts. What does it mean? It is active. It is in effect. And this way, the same moment you click the button OK, the specific number of tokens is blocked for the benefit of the vendor for the supplier, the number we agreed with my vendor or the supplier. And here you see our goals, where we go. And on our blockchain, we have 900,000 wallets. Out of these 900,000 wallets, half of them are the wallets with the relevant number of tokens, about 450,000. And through the assistance of our community, we want at least 50% of these wallets to be able to benefit from smart contracts and digital guarantees, so that they use their tokens not only to get extra income and to prove their rights of co-ownership, but to be able to improve their lifestyle through this project. Inside our community, if we want to take advantage of digital guarantee, we need businesses, those that will offer their goods, services, works, different works and services and goods, because we need everything to live our life: food, clothing. Quite often we travel, we need cars, everything. Therefore, any services that could be useful for people may be offered by businesses to our community and may use digital guarantees. This way, the business is a partner of Evorich community with an open door to a lot of potential clients, and maybe over decades they would not be able to advertise their business so heavily, whereas here they may right away advertise and promote their goods and services, and our entire community will see what they have to offer, because on the digital guarantees websites, we also give them an advertising platform. And we hope to have 10 million businesses as our partners by 2030. You may believe that this figure is too ambitious and non-achievable, but imagine, around the globe, there are 400 million companies, and therefore, so our company is present in over 170 countries, and therefore we hope to find and to make our partners 10 million companies. And in addition to that, under our promotions, there are very good offers, and we are sure that businesses will be interested in our project. And the figure of 10 million user businesses will be too low as soon as the information about our effective project is known globally. And the digital world, in the digital world, we have fully new scenarios. What do I mean? For instance, when now you'd like to get some borrowings to buy your house or an apartment, a bank requests you to provide your property as a collateral, the apartment you buy. But over 10, 15, or even 20 years, everything may happen. For instance, another pandemic starts, a person loses his job, and my apartment may then be appropriated by the bank. But now all these traditional patterns change, and I may get access to the services of any bank remotely, and maybe there will be the funding in South Korea, in China, in former Soviet Union, or the United States, because now the borders melted. But banks generally request guarantees, and our token is a great guarantee for international projects, because in case of insolvency, the bank will not take care and sell property in another part of the world. Our tokens will be highly liquid, but the bank's requests that our token is listed at least in 2-3 primary exchanges, listing on CoinMarketCap, 3 months active market, and at the same time, the banks say for them to be interested in this project, they want, to work with the new country. They insist on having at least 15,000 active users interested in such a project, interested in such a way of doing business. And 15,000 is not a lot. And as soon as we have so many partners in each, so many users in each country, then we may negotiate to financial institutions, telling them that we are the community ready to work, ready to cooperate, community that is active with huge potential. Next slide. And here I'd like to show you the instruments we offer. So you have information, webinars, videos, video presentations. Now we have 2 active websites. We also developed training courses for digital sellers. And for those courses I told you about, a digital seller is a professional who comes to a company explaining what ND project is about. And to do it in full detail in a professional way, this person must be trained and qualified. And this is the reason why we developed the relevant trainings for digital sellers, as well as the platform for smart contracts on the crypto unit blockchain, which is needed to enter into agreements between 2 parties, individuals and businesses or financial institutions. We offer 2-factor authentication, and tokens are blocked to guarantee the fulfillment of the obligations by all the parties. Another important instrument on offer is the promotions launched. And last October, we started, and quite soon they will end at the end of spring, so that everyone, all our partners, all our digital sellers and promoters can get the maximum commission and provide to the interested businesses the best conditions to enter our project. In addition to that, we have one more promotion. And since the 1st of March, this promotion will be upgraded, and it will not apply to businesses, but to individuals. And it would be a great surprise. Hopefully you will like it. So next slide, please. And here, quite briefly, I wanted to discuss with you what a company needs to start this business, to start the business again. And everyone needs 4 bullet points to be met to start. In order to enter the market, first of all, they need advertising and visibility. So they must be visible to the clients, visible on the internet, in social media. Businesses need sales, and to increase sales, they need to increase their customers. and increase turnover. And what do we do to help companies? We create professionals of digital consultants that will help businesses to work in a different way. We train, we prepare our e-commerce platform, and e-commerce will help businesses. We prepared our advertising and registers and a database of our community, and we allow to track goods and services from manufacturer to final user, as there are a lot of fake products on the market, and we don't invent anything new here. We simply benefit from these tracking technologies already in existence, and we created this technology on our blockchain. And this way, our electronic platform, e-trade platform, is very innovative. Users pay less and the vendor earns more because all the middlemen are limited. And in addition to that, you get a possibility to make a payment through a fully new system of payment. And both businesses and individuals may get advice in our NDE points. They are not offices, but they are small points where you may get advice from our professionals, and they will explain you how to top up wallets, how to work with our e-commerce platforms, how to sign and enter into smart contracts and use digital guarantees. So therefore, all those who participate in our project may be able to cooperate with us in ND points and earn their commission and get payment for their services and advice. These are 4 things we may offer to businesses so that they are interested in participating in our project. And now let's discuss in detail how licenses will work. The first one is license M. It can be used for any smart contracts, digital guarantees, but all these smart contracts and rental or sale agreement must be executed without going to a bank or a financial middleman. And the price of this license is 150 euro. License A, that is designed for individuals as well. It costs a bit higher, but you have access to credits from banks and financial institutions, and I may carry out more important transactions in larger amounts. And the first news for today, you are the first to learn about it. And then when the time comes to tell you about my surprise, I will tell you. So we talked about our community members. And if you buy license M, so you had to buy license A and NEW, but starting from March the 1st, all those with license A who already paid $100, and if you want to upgrade it to license A, then in NDE back office, you may upgrade. It means that you shift from license M to license A without paying the full price of both of them, but only the difference. For instance, you already paid €100 for license M, whereas today license A costs €450. Therefore, after paying the difference, that is €350, you may have license A. Today, license M costs 150 and license A 450. The difference then will be €300. Well, what does Evorich network need to do to activate, to be active? What does it mean? It means that those people who would like to support project development, there are two options. You may become a promoter, that is the one who knows some businesses or other individuals who may be interested. And if I am a promoter, I choose a company, arrange a first meeting, and I should buy license A so that I may take a training course of a digital seller, understanding quite well what I'm talking about, how this project works. But here I don't pass an exam. And later we will see the commission I will earn from each sale. Whereas now another professional, that is a digital seller. A digital seller. That is the person, a professional seller, that is trained to sell NDE digital products. He closes the deals started by the promoter, and he has a license A. He took the training course for license A, and he passed an exam for a digital seller. The commissions, they are higher. And after the promoter finds any business, this business will be registered in the promoter's network if it becomes a partner of the project, but a digital seller is the one who is not linked to a specific structure, so he may close the deals with different leaders, and the difference is that he earns a high commission. And here is LEEM. This is a free entrepreneurs association where all the employers may come together and have a possibility to get advice of technical specialists and experts in administration, taxation, legal matters, and LEEM provides trainings on safety and hygiene, health and hygiene, environment and quality, as well as services, services in lending. So NDE is a partner of LEEM Association to be able to take to the international level all these new professional figures we talked about before. They are digital sellers, digital promoters, and digital consultants. We say that our goal Next slide, by the way, our goal is to recognize these new professional figures on the international level so that it is the profession like many others, and after we can have 15,000 people, partners in each country, we will have both access to microcredit project, but also create a pension fund for all those people working under the project, which means that ELIM will support recognition of the profession digital consultant, will help us develop our project and open NDE points globally, and NDE will provide remote digital trainings and digital service instruments for our community and ELIM members. Next slide, please. And now let's have a look at Promo 90 for businesses. We prepared training courses for businesses. And it's true, these training courses were quite expensive because they are developed by the professionals and experts. But since the pandemic continues and the economic crisis extends, we decided to offer discounts to all those businesses that are interested to get this training and become partners of our project. And this way, all the businesses may have 90% discount if they meet some conditions. First of all, businesses should buy from a Swiss company our tokens that afterwards will be needed for all the businesses to have digital guarantees. And we also request the companies to take the training courses for professional investors. Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States requests these certificates and licenses so that the people are professional investors, if they are on international platforms, crypto platforms, and I think that around the globe, it will happen quite soon, and our company sets a condition of buying such a training course by these businesses. And we want to offer such a discount to businesses so that they may buy NDE training courses and tokens and a training course of Prof Investor. And now let's have a look at the steps to take to participate in Promo 90. First of all, on the website NDE, I may get access to my license, and we talked about it. And here you see the percentage, but anyway, that is of benefit for the company, then you buy the qualified investor course of the Academy of Private Investor, and then you still need to go to the Academy of Private Investors back office, but quite soon we will be able to buy these packages in NDE, and after I take the training course of digital guarantees, I will buy World CIU security tokens. And for this, I will either go to Unitex exchange or local trade. And quite soon, we will start the third exchange where I can buy blocked, defrozen tokens from UGPay Group, that is a Swiss company that is entitled to sell security tokens. And I need these tokens to get access to a digital code, and the digital code will connect your company at least 3 or 6 months before you would like to benefit from digital guarantees. Therefore, the sooner you buy the token, the sooner you will be in the digital rating. And now, very quickly, I'd like to show you all these procedures. Maybe here in this slide, it would be difficult to understand, but if you go to the website, there you will see how easy it is and obvious for any person, even not an expert. So first of all, I need to get my training. If I am individual or a business, let's move on. After choosing your training package, your license, we talked about it, you will buy your registry code. Like in many different countries, you enter the registry, and depending on the legislation of your country or some organization, the regulator in your particular country. And here I will choose my registry code. Here you see with this red arrow, you will need to choose, but we changed the back office on NDE website, and those who participated in another webinar, you remember that there will be blue squares, and on Monday, we provide detailed webinars for English and Russian and Italian speakers. And on Friday, we generally have trainings in Spanish and English. Therefore, we do our best to give you the full information explaining how to use it on ND website. So this is the second step to buy a training course of professional investors. And since the 1st of March, the prices you see here, you already know them in back office. You saw them in our back office. And I'd like to tell you that after the 1st of March, the prices will quite likely grow. Therefore, if you want to save up, so please buy this package before the 1st of April. And now the second step. You remember, I already bought the NDE training course, the relevant license, and now my task is to buy the specific number of tokens. So there are different numbers, either 750 units, 1,500 units, 3,500 units, or 6,500 units, depending on the license. But actually, you may buy any amount higher than the one indicated for the specific amount to create a better digital rating based on the API Professional Investor course purchased. Of course, there are some limitations of investment. For instance, a limitation for the course Prof Investor Course 3, Category 3, the limit is 10,000 units. And all these can be found on the website. Whereas now, let's move on. And let's have a look at the prices that apply today under promo 19. In black, you see the prices before promotion started. License B was 2,500, license C 5,000, license D $12,500, license E 25,000. So the companies paid these amounts to get access to our service, but under promo 90, under this discount of 90%, we reduced the prices substantially. They are indicated in euro because now we started our website, and if you pay in the national currency, so the relevant amount equivalent of euro will be deducted. All our courses are developed by the experts. And for instance, e-license that before was 25,000, whereas today it is only $2,500. Here you see the price for a code in the registry. Before that, it was the same for any business, and it was $2,500. Whereas right now, we decided to differentiate them. The minimum price for individual entrepreneurs is 500 euro, and for holding, it is 1,500. Therefore, please concentrate on the work with the companies. And I would advise you to work with the individual entrepreneurs and some smaller entities, because they have, so they need clients, they need support, and they will be interested in joining our project. Now, let's have a look at our promotion called Launch in 100 Days. And the economic crisis covers everything, including our community And therefore, we decided to pay very high commission, but only to those people who work really hard. Remember, we talked about our professionals of promoters and digital sellers, and you see that there are the adjusted prices of the code and a training course. So for a self-employed person, it will be 720, and for associations and limited liability companies, it will be 1,190. And when I act as a promoter and as a digital seller, I will earn both my commission of 10% and 30%, which means that from each package sold of 720 euro, I will earn almost 300 euro. But should I sell them to businesses such as limited liability companies or stock companies, I will earn almost 500 euro. But this is about those packages we sell under as part of NEEW. Next slide, please. All those purchases are the purchases like the training course of the Academy of Private Investor. Let's come back. Thank you. Launch in 100 days. 100-day launch will apply to the first 100,000 businesses and individual and self-employed people. And here, there will be 10 and 30% commissions earned by the promoter and the digital seller. And here, please look. If a person really wants to make money, and if you calculate how much one promoter may work over 30 days, so 176 working hours, and the average salary in EU of 1,250 euro. And let's have a look what our digital seller, our promoter, may do in 36 hours. So he may earn about 694 euro by selling over this time 3 licenses B, 2 licenses C, 4 private licenses M, and 4 licenses A. And let's have a look at a person who would like to earn more, although this earning in 36 hours of your work is quite a decent earning. So now let's have a look at a digital seller. Remember, we assumed that on average, our promoter works 36 hours, but the digital seller will close the deals already arranged by my promoter, and here a digital seller working the same 36 hours, I will earn 2,082 euro as my salary per month. But if I am both a digital seller and a promoter, so I earn 10% commission and 30% commission, then my overall earning over a month could be up to 4,858 euro. And now let's look at license A. We decided to make you such an offer today. Therefore, this is a surprise, and all those people who buy or sell license A, first of all, you may upgrade it, like I said. You may move from license A to license M without the need to pay it in full since the 1st of March. And then I may pay for license A in parts. 50 euro will be paid in fiat, whereas the remainder will be paid in our CIU token, and they will be estimated under the market rate. And starting from March the 1st, it will apply for upgrade and my original purchase. Since the 1st to the 16th of March, the price of license A will be 450 euro. And if you want, the remaining 350 euro will be paid with our CIU tokens, whereas 100 euro in equivalent will be paid with fiat. And this rule will apply from March the 16th. And we are ready. We have a lot of people in our project, joining our project, and we want all those people with license M we want to give them a chance to pay 50 euro and the remaining amounts in crypto. And if you want to invite other people who will join this project, they will also buy license M and they will pay in parts. 50 euro is in fiat and 100 in CIU tokens, as there is a great contract that we conclude globally is the cooperation with the beauty sector, health sector, including dentists' offices or some beauty products and so on. And this is already ready, but we will be pleased if you may invite new entrepreneurs to our project. Well, how will it all work? I am a token holder. I use them as a digital guarantee. I sign a smart contract, and this smart contract will control the payment of my installments to be paid to any entrepreneur who is already a partner of the project. And what will happen if I sell this license to a company? We will, in a similar way, pay you a commission in tokens and fiat, depending on the proportion made, depending on how your client, your partner, bought the guarantee. And now I'd like to give you some exact examples you see a person who sold his tokens to buy a car, and over 10 years, he spent a lot of money to maintain his car, to change tires, and then 10 years after, when the car is outdated, you need a new one, your car costs almost nothing, and you don't have assets in tokens you may spend to buy a new car. And another example, I am still token holder and I stake these tokens and use them as a guarantee, sign a smart contract with a car dealer who is ready to work with me. I don't need to pay for any maintenance. So because this is the rental, I simply pay for the petrol that my car consumes. And in addition to that, I earn income from staking my CIU. So this income is generated in UNTB token, and I drive a good car, and quite often I may change the car I rent. And what happens 10 years after? The capital I provided as a digital guarantee increased, and 10 years after, I may continue rental of the car or get all my assets back, but in real terms, this asset will be much higher in value. And therefore, afterwards, I will decide what to do next. I may even decide to buy a new car, but it is quite unlikely because now I understand the benefits of rental. So I may rent and get extra income from staking in UNTB. And a similar example, a young person willing to buy an apartment or a house. I come to a bank to ask what I need to provide. I need the employment agreement for the last 5-6 years. I need a trustee, but it would be a mortgage for my house or an apartment. And look, in case something happens and I may not pay off my mortgage and those payments due monthly, in case I lose my job, then the bank has the right to appropriate my house or an apartment. Therefore, for 10, 20, 30 years of this loan, I am not an owner of the apartment or a house I pay for. And it is quite stressful because I am nervous in case something happens. The bank will dispose of my apartment, and every time when I make my decision, I should take this into account. Whereas another example, the same young man, this man wants to buy an apartment or a house, but this time I dispose of my tokens in a different way. I buy license A. I am in the digital rating from 1 to 3 years. In addition to that, I stake my tokens, and these tokens generate extra income. Then I sign a smart contract with a bank or real estate agent, for instance, and I sign a smart contract with a real estate agent, and I may go to a bank. And after some time, the specific number of years, I am still a holder of my tokens, and the bank takes my tokens as a guarantee, and he will no way be able to appropriate my house or an apartment. This house is mine right away, and after the loan is paid off to the bank, so the collateral is given back to me, whereas in real term, these tokens increased in their value, and 10 or 20 years after, having these tokens these assets in tokens that are liquid, I may sell them in full or in part. I will have money to repair or to refurbish my apartment or my house or any other important purchase. And now, a very important, most important slide of this presentation. If you like the project, if you understand how it all works, of course, I don't expect that from the first sight you will understand everything. So I may have failed to explain all the details, but please start acting. And under our project, you will get a lot of opportunities open. You will be able to buy a lot of products. You may grow, you may develop in different sectors. And in addition to that, you will become a part of a huge community which today starts and launches innovative products in crypto world, very substantial projects that would become a boom in crypto world. Therefore, I don't tell you, join us tomorrow. Take your time, think it over. But what do you need to think over? Look, I told you a lot, and quite likely you will say that it's lies, but even 50% out of what I said becomes a reality, then think what you may lose. So I will leave you with this idea and will be glad to see you quite soon. Thank you.